Into Kabul near the front lines of the bloody 8-year war. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Beth McDade.
And I'm Cher. As Pat St. Clair reports, this mission was to encourage the troops and to meet with the Afghan president.
2 Orange County teens are in jail tonight after a purse snatching turns deadly.
Now, the victim got dragged by a car during a trail of terror that ended with a gunshot. Carolyn Costello is live in Westminster to pick up the story. Carolyn? And a man and a woman who walked away from what could have been a disastrous accident when their car collided with a Metro Line train today. Now, Pope Benedict XVI opened Holy Week today against a background of one of the most serious crises facing the Catholic Church in decades. The
Republicans are firing back at President Obama's 15 recess appointments. The president said the appointments were necessary to keep the work of the government moving forward. His appointment of Craig Becker to the National Labor Relations Board has drawn the most fire. Philadelphia is gearing up for possible unrest in the form of a teenage flash mob.
And that's when a group uses Twitter, Facebook, texting, and instant messaging to converge on a place and cause violence. Susan Candiotti reports. Philadelphia's police chief says he plans to talk with law enforcement officials in other cities to find out how they've solved similar problems of youth violence. Officials have announced that they will search through debris taken from the World Trade Center site for any remains of September 11th victims. Well, when belt tightening isn't enough, some people turn to selling what they can just to make a few extra bucks. And selling extra gold and jewelry seems like a great idea.
Yeah, but some customers say that one mail-in gold company, Cash for Gold, is ripping them off. Poppy Harlow has the story.
Across Southern California, members of the Catholic Church are celebrating the start of Holy Week.
Well, forget the images of mud-filled streets. This year's El Nino was a big dud. There was certainly no rain in sight today. It was an absolutely gorgeous day outside. As we look at downtown, you can see that the skies, there's still that crisp. Imagine winning a multi-million-dollar jackpot at a casino. And now, imagine if the casino told you, no, it's all a mistake.
Oh, not something I want to imagine. No. Well, guess what? One woman says that she saw $42 million come and go, just like that. Greg Nito explains. Yeah, I think so too. Well, the Colorado Division of Gaming will now look for forensic information in the machine software, and there is a possibility that Chavez could still win some money based on the division's findings.
A mugging will likely lead to murder charges for 2 Orange County teens.
Well, police say plenty of witnesses watched in horror as a woman got dragged by a car and shot during a purse snatching. Carolyn Costello live in Westminster to tell us one of the witnesses was the victim's boyfriend. Carolyn?
Thank you for that report. Another deadly officer-involved shooting in Inglewood today, and it comes on the heels of a $2.5 million settlement for another officer-involved shooting. Cheryl Gatwiza reports on what led to this latest incident. Sergeant John Knapp, who is a 28-year veteran, and Sergeant Gregory Held, who's a 9-year veteran, fired their weapons. The Inglewood Police Department is now investigating the 12th officer-involved shooting since 2003. Cher?
Well, Mary Beth, power has been fully restored this afternoon for thousands of people in downtown Long Beach. Now, service was interrupted for 30 seconds yesterday due to failure of equipment. Now, electricity was restored, but crews turned off power again because a circuit needed to be repaired, and it took crews 12 hours to repair the circuit and restore power to customers.
Several beaches along the coast between Dana Point and San Clemente remain closed today after a massive sewage spill. Certainly a shame to have those beaches closed today because it was such a gorgeous day outside. As you can see, looks like we're looking at, what is that, Long Beach there? Looks like the Long Beach outside of the aquarium. Beautiful day, and hopefully...
Time now to cross California. Police shot and killed a woman who witnesses say broke out of a Northern California hospital and stole an ambulance. Emergency crews faced an extra challenge during a recent firefight in Northern California. Some of their sharp equipment were getting ripped right out of their hands because of heavy-duty magnets. Andrea Borba shows us why. Well, for now, investigators believe the fire may have started in a section of the building near the MRI machines. Mary Beth?
Cher, a gang-related shooting today in LA's Boyle Heights wounded 2 people. It happened this afternoon.
Friends and family gathered at a public memorial for a Pasadena Art Center of Design instructor who was fatally shot. Well, scientists have found a new way to predict earthquakes.
The discovery could give people more time to take cover from the big one. Kurt, the cyber guy, takes a closer look at the technology. Earthquake detecting technology probably could have given folks in Northern California fair warning today for the series of earthquakes, or rather that hit last night. The U.S.
Well, this week, Fergie gave one painful performance at a concert in Kansas City. Take a look. Well, How to Train Your Dragon has breathed a little bit of box office fire this weekend. Take a look.
Starting tomorrow, the Rose Bowl will get a makeover. The pedestrian walk. There were a lot of people outside walking around that Rose Bowl today because it was certainly a perfect day to be outside, be it at the beach, down in Long Beach, or...
Let's talk March Madness. Butler, those real-life Hoosiers, they're in. So is Huggy Bear Bob Huggins and his West Virginia Mountaineers. So that's half your Final Four. And with the network probably nervous about ratings appeal, well, today, Duke and Michigan State, two big programs, tried to join them, adding name recognition to college basketball's biggest dance. The baseball, Garrett Anderson, you are a Dodger. Joe Torre announcing that the sweet-swinging former Angel hitting .360 this spring has apparently made the team as its primary pinch hitter. And the team's leading hitter in Arizona, Blake DeWitt, has won the job at second base. That's how it should be. All right, coming up later tonight, it is Erin Andrews, America's sideline sweetheart, and her Dancing with the Stars partner. Now, are they doing more than cha-cha? People want to know that story and much more when I see you on Sports Final tonight at 10:45.
All right, coming up, bowling for dollars. All right, finally now to take a look ahead at the next 7 days.
All right, Mary Beth, well, dozens of LAPD officers participated in a fundraiser to benefit the community. We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to find out for tonight. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us here for the KTLA News at 6 o'clock.
We'll see you back here at 10 p.m.